Hey guys, welcome. It's been forever. I said to myself, I'm going to try as much as I can to see that I make a video today. I really don't know how, YouTubers do this thing, being consistent. For the past couple of days, I've had lots of, assignments and so many things to do. So today, we're making this video that I've been procrastinating about. Let's get going. Everybody is living in his or her answered prayer. So there is always a place for gratitude. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk about something quite important. So you see, we humans have the tendency to plan ahead, plan for the future, set goals, which is a normal thing, which is the best thing that a reasonable person that, thinks ahead wants it. But then again, by default, even those are children of God, there are times that we want to overthink it. What I mean by overthinking it is, you get to that point where you are now thinking about how would this future be. First one is you writing these goals. I mean, of course, writing these goals is by faith. You writing 5-year goal plans, 2-year goal plan, but you wrote down these things because you have faith that tomorrow is going to be better. And I have spoken to several of my friends who, they will tell me things like, oh my girl, I'm beginning to have sleepless nights over this thing, over this other thing. What feeling does it bring to you? Does it make you happy when you think about the unknown? When I mean by the unknown, you don't really have plans. You don't have anybody fighting for you. I mean, of course, God. That brings us back to, the promises of God. When he says and when he had instructed us to think not of the tomorrow, because he has plans for it. Of course, the tomorrow will think of itself. That means, truth is, everybody has one way or the other been in these states. The wise ones are those who will God and completely trusting these into your hand, because I know that you know the end from the beginning, and I'm sure that you can take care of these. I cannot think about these things and feel better. The more I think about these things, the more I, cause heartache to myself, the more I do not feel good about myself. So the best thing I need to do is to let go and let each and every one of us, we're living, or we are in one of our answered prayers. It might not be so much of maybe what you wanted, but trust me, guys, that's for those who are in the university. Remember, there was a time you were writing JAMB and you told God that, see God, if I pass this JAMB, if I eventually pass this JAMB, that's it. I won't beg for anything again. And there are some people who are in the university and they're like, God, I just want to serve in this place. If I get this posting, I'll be so excited. Remember? Because when he answers the prayer, you're all excited. God, I'm grateful. There is always a place of gratitude. That place you are right now, pending when God answers the next prayer of yours. Why not be grateful to him for where you are? Why not, develop that attitude of, not being trusting him enough that this next state, if he had brought you here, he would take you to the next level. We need to keep reiterating this thing so that we'll make it so loud in our ears. Think that he who had brought you here wouldn't take you thus far. He certainly and definitely will. I was listening to Apostle Joseph Selman. So he said something about trusting God. He said, if you really haven't trusted God so much so that you tear up, you cry so profusely because you're wanting something from him, then you haven't actually started, then you haven't really started trusting God, or what you want isn't really so dear to you. He was like, then you haven't even known God, because he would stretch you to your limits. He would stretch you to the point that you'd be like, are you sure I'm really doing this Christianity thing? Are you sure I want to do this thing? You might want to give up. You know, it can be so tiring. It can be so frustrating. Trusting God. Trust me, I have been in the shoes. I believe everybody who are Christians or who, you know, you're waiting on the Lord for one thing or the other. You tell God that we die here. Is it that you do it or you do it? You don't even have an escape. And He knows that He's your last hope. In fact, He's your only hope. You don't even have anywhere to go other than His presence. Man, He will do it for you. But it might not really come as immediate as you want. It might not really be what you really, you know, the way the time zone you make for yourself. There might be lots of delay. Probably grooming you, He giving you that. Of course, we know all of these things, but giving you this thing at this point might be that, you know, you might not be so ready for it. You might not be so cooked to handle the level or the gravity of what is handing over to you. So it might not come so easily. But trust me, trusting God can be so draining. Then again, whilst waiting for Him, while we're waiting for answered prayers, let's also have it in mind that at the level in which you are, you're living in your answered prayer. While waiting, keep trusting. While waiting, be thankful. Thank you. I promise you guys, I promise you. I promise you. I'll try as much as I can to be consistent. I mean, that was my New Year resolution, that I was going to post 4 videos a month. That's 1 per week. Yes, take care of yourself. Subscribe, share, like, comment. Bye.